My son has pica. He searches for and tears apart and eats things he shouldn't. So I'm kind of nervous that I found this next to where he was sitting. The only toy he was playing with was a soccer ball. It is very lightweight and smaller than a dime. What is this thing? It was from an LOL surprise doll, specifically their plastic hair bun. This was the piece that attached it. I found in backyard. This is a small 1.5-inch in width mirror with a clip on the back. I couldn't figure out the age or the practical use of something this small. Could it have been attached to an old car sunshade? A belt? Any idea what it could have been used for? It originally clipped onto a lipstick tube. Found in a thrift shop, very light, wooden box that holds 6 about 3 centimeters tall. Wooden circles with plastic-ish feeling circle decorations in the middle of them. The price was about €4 and it said set, no other marking, writing or symbols anywhere. I think it was made of bamboo or other very light material. Google Lens says it's a tic-tac-toe box, but that can't be since there are no X's. Anyone know what this is? This is napkin rings. Found when I was a kid on the sidewalk, along with other object I posted. It is very light and seems to have been handmade. I can't remember where I found it. I'm going through the old stuff in my room, and it was in a box of mine. It feels like it's made out of a very light alloy metal. Any ideas? This is an old Megan David jewelry of some sort. Potentially fell off a ring or pin. I found this in the garage of my late father-in-law, who was involved in working on motorcycles, cars, and semi-trucks. It's a small metal piece, weighing a few ounces and measuring 2.5 inches in length. Do you have any ideas about what it might be? This is throttle lever linkage from a 1949s or 1952. This large wooden device was found as the centerpiece on the kitchen table in a home I just moved into. It is heavy, about 9 pounds, and the handle is about 13 inches long. As pictured, the handle is hinged and swings back, while the top wooden square unfolds on its own hinge, also pictured. I have no idea what it is or what its purpose is. Do you? It's definitely a tortilla press. I found a metal object in the water at Fiesta Island. What is the purpose of this statue? Why was it thrown into the ocean? Should I be concerned about any negative energy for taking it out of the water? This is a figure of the Santerian Orisha Olokun. One hand holds a snake, the other a mask. They typically come off because these figures are kept in water 100% of the time. If this found this in the ocean, then this is more evidence towards that, as Olokun is tied to the ocean. This was probably disposed of ritualistically and replaced with a new one. I found this in my backyard, Massachusetts, and it seems to be some kind of metal. There is nothing on the back. My house was a carriage house in the early 1900s. The metal also appears to be silver-plated with copper underneath. Any idea what this is made for? Maybe it's a hubcap for an old horse carriage, which would make sense with the history of the house. I found in a region of Colorado known for its rich mining history, near various pieces of abandoned mining equipment. I'm unsure of what it is or what purpose it may have served. Any idea what this is made for? It's a water intake for a pump. The right side is threaded to hook up a hose. The pegs are used to prop it off the bottom and prevent sucking debris inside. I found a 1.5-inch metal mechanical object. It no longer moves, but it appears as though it once did. I retrieved it from some cremated remains, although I don't believe it is related to any surgical purpose. The object is metallic and was extracted using a magnet. It seems like it could be pinched closed, but it is currently immobile. Any idea what this is made for? This is Medtronic T2 Stratosphere Corpectomy Implant. It's meant to be expanded in place and locked. Would be located in the spine. I found this on the pool table next to the racked balls in a recently purchased home. The discs are made of a heavy plastic-like material, and I have no idea what they might be used for. They were discovered in a home that was bought from a 90-year-old man, and the discs are approximately the size of a standard over-ear headphone cup. This is the only picture taken of these objects. Any ideas? This is Ulfa O weights for patterns and fabric. I found this unusual table at a friend's family home. The original owner passed away without revealing its intended use. After researching online, someone suggested it might be a Georgian tea table, but it differs significantly from that style. I have no idea about its age. Any idea what this is made for? It is a book, periodical, newspaper rack that would normally be seen in a common space setting like a hotel lobby or library type area. The slats are for newspapers, or they are hung obviously vertically over the slats at the fold. The shelves are for magazines. I found in my father-in-law's basement in South Carolina. The item measures approximately 6 inches in length and 1.5 inches in width at its widest point. It seems to be crafted from brass and was housed in a wooden box that features a mirror near the bottom. What is this? It's a microscope. The mirror is to focus a light source through the slide. What is this metal twisted rod holder? It was found at the estate sale of a dentist and jewelry cutter who had a variety of truly interesting items. I believe the rod is intended to fit through the handle, but it's too short for that. The inner end of the rod is pointed, and it has both round and square sections. Unfortunately, I couldn't manage to untwist the clasp. Any ideas? It is a jeweler's hand vise. Maybe the rod is just to hold the screw from turning while you tighten the vise. This belongs to my friend. It's a metal object with a movable top piece, somewhat heavy, and was purchased in Paris several years ago. Anyone know what this is? This is equipment designed to bend a watch glass, in this case plexiglass, into a desired shape.